This is Bill Newton Lions Paw Productions in Concord, North Carolina. I want to start out by saying I am not a single issue man. I know that there are a lot more issues than what I'm going to talk about, but this is one of the key issues that I think is being zeroed in on here recently, and that's one of the reasons why I think this whole issue out in Las Vegas was it was a setup. I'm learning more and more about it, and I don't think it's all that appears on the surface. Having said that, I'm going to do that. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to show you something that's on the screen. It's the Marxists on either side of the aisle are slobbering at the mouth to try to get the Constitution either outlawed completely and rewritten, or at least a portion of it, which will start the ball rolling. Like the old man said, once the camel gets his nose in the tent, pretty soon it'll be in the tent. Any Democrat or Republican who is trying to get the Second Amendment, zeroing in on that right now, I think there's more than that, but Second Amendment either abolished completely by executive order, they can't do that because it's part of the Constitution, or have a constitutional convention which will rewrite the Bill of Rights and reduce it to at least 9, maybe less than that, Bill of Rights, and take away the unalienable, not inalienable, unalienable rights that we have, they're God-given rights in this country. And one of them is that right to protect yourself. We're not talking about people going out and hunting and shooting deer and cows and all that other stuff for food. We're talking about arming yourself to protect yourself against enemies, domestic or foreign. Now, every congressman or senator has sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against, we're going to read it, let's read it. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. There you go. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Every one of them that have taken an anti-Second Amendment position have violated their oath of office and should be gotten out. They should either resign or be impeached. That's a fact. Now, again, I'm not a one-issue guy. There's more issues that are going on here, but this is one of the main issues that affect me personally. And anybody, I don't care if it's male, female, black, white, or brown, they've been elected to an office and taken this oath. They are in violation of their oath. They're liars. They perpetrated a fraud by taking that because they did have mental reservation. If they have this idea that Marxism, and that's what it is superior to the Republican form of government with the Constitution and a Bill of Rights that we have in this country, it's not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic. And they've had a mental reservation because if that's what their position is against it, then they should be out of the office, period. They have no business trying to run or trying to govern this country at all, set up laws or anything else, because all they're doing is fighting against what they swore to defend and support. Now that's it for today. I just wanted to do this quickly before I went to church. You got to think about this. I'm leaving this on the screen just for a bit, and you can pull this up yourself and see that this is what's going on. They're not supporting or defending the Constitution. They have a mental reservation, and they have a purpose of evasion. Their purpose is to evade their responsibility, among other things, as a elected representative of our country. So that's it for the time being. I might have more on this later, but I just wanted to get this in the can, as they say, before I went to church. You have a good day in the Lord.